What's happening, guys? This is James Blonde. This time we're doing things a little bit different. We're going to take a quick first look at General War Memories, a simple 2.5D resource gathering strategy browser game published by Gamebox that is currently in closed beta, even though players who sign up will get access to the game anyway. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to last. I think it's going to actually end here pretty soon, but I'll spend a little bit of time showing off the various aspects of the early game, and here we are in a battle. I just lost my artillery, which sucks. But then again, I kind of approached this level 7 tank with a level 1 artillery, and I'm about to die because these infantry are not good to go up against the tank. So here we are back at my headquarters. This is where you gather all the resources for the game and get all your buildings in order. So each one of these buildings kind of does various things, most of which gather your resources. But we're going to go here and check out the, we're going to enhance my general, which sounds kind of funny actually. We're going to enhance him, and here's some of the equipment that actually I can use on my general, and I got to figure out exactly how to equip some of these things. These are items that you can purchase in the store with gold, which can be purchased with real money, or most of these right here, actually all of these, I acquired by just doing battles, and so these are a little bit higher level than what I already have, so I'm going to go in here and equip these. I can actually level these items up. Pretty much everything in the game, it seems like you can level up. I'm not real familiar with this style of game. There are quite a few of them out there, but like I said, you can level up pretty much anything, and I can go in here and level up my troops. You can level up the buildings. You can level up your generals that are on your troops, and then you can level up the equipment that are on the generals. So that's kind of how this game works. If you're familiar with that, then that's definitely appealing to the players who like that. So I'm going to go ahead and try to change out this equipment here. It's a little bit confusing, even though the game has a tutorial that kind of walks you through stuff. It doesn't really show you the advanced things, and it's a little, I don't know, because it's cumbersome in terms of the trying to get things to work. Sometimes I accidentally right-click just instinctively, but it's a browser game, so that just takes you to the Adobe settings. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my troops because it says that I don't have enough, it's not high enough level for me to use this equipment, and I'm going to go ahead and auto-equip. That seems a little bit easier. So that way, if I come across some items that are higher level, it'll go ahead and auto-equip those items to my general. That's going to change my stats, and oh yeah, that's right. That's what actually lost that last battle. I'm going to go ahead and add, I'm going to upgrade to level 10 on this, at least to the same as my other one. So okay, so it looks like I actually topped out my level on that one without upgrading my command center, which is going to use a lot of my resources here. So I auto-equipped my tank stuff here with a couple of new weapons. That's going to increase my stats, and I'm definitely going to be prepared for that next battle when we go into it in a second here. So I'm going to make sure that everything's upgraded here. You can go down here and click on the construct building, and it'll kind of give me a easy map showing what buildings I have, and I can just go ahead and level them up this way. Like level up my bank is going to increase my silver, but it uses some resource in order to do that. But it's a little confusing because the game is in closed beta, so I'm not quite sure if I have boosts on or not. The resources, the way they work, there's I've got an EXP here, there's my reputation points, military resource, and I've got silver here, which I keep consuming silver, but I have so much that it doesn't seem to really affect anything. So I'm going to go ahead and get into battle. I'm going to choose the same battle that you saw me start off in and see the differences here and attack this tank. Probably not going to be a challenge here. It's definitely lower level. You can see here that Denmark now falls into the hands of those brutal Germans. Sorry, guys. We must evict those devils out of this beautiful country. Man, oh, by the way, this game is based around World War II, so there's going to be some sort of iconic stuff in the game. You're going to see some tanks and things like that that you may be familiar with if you are a history buff and you're familiar with World War II. So you move your characters around here, I'm sorry, your units, that's a better way to say it, and each one of your enemies, like this particular tank here, I'm not going to be able to do much with my infantry. They are resistant infantry. If you mouse over them, you can kind of tell that. And this guy is anti-artillery, so he's going to do a number on my artillery. Luckily, he's shooting at my, and yeah, like I said, didn't have a problem. Luckily, he was shooting at my infantry and didn't really give me too much of a problem. We'll go ahead and take a look at another couple of battles here, just to kind of get an idea. We found some German soldiers ahead. Seems that they are unaware of our existence. Oh, well, I guess that's a girl saying that. And I'm pretty sure they're aware of our existence because we just fired a couple of artillery rounds into one of their tanks. Alright, so obviously the game is turn-based as you've seen so far, so I'm going to click on my artillery, take a couple of rounds. That did some pretty good damage on that, and I'm going to need to get my infantry over here to take care of that outer patrol infantry group right there, and I can't actually fire on them, so I'm going to end the round, and should be able to do most of my damage with my artillery, and I'm not really worried about losing them. So I am actually playing against a lot lower level mission, which I don't see, there's not really any reason why you can't do that. So I guess it would just take longer for you to gain your resources and level up and progress in the game. Now the game is an MMO. You can join up in instances. You can actually create instances and find other players online and fight against them, which seems like it would be the actual fun aspect of the game. The PvE is more or less just for resource gathering, things like that, and practice, and then you're leveling up your troops and whatnot. So you can use special abilities like this one right here, and they have a cooldown and an interesting effect, but they're very useful, and you don't have to sacrifice your turn, so now I can still move my other infantry and my artillery around. I'm currently a level 12. It didn't take me long to get that, but I think later on, a level, obviously 18 through 60, you get other ones. And if you're just into it for the resource gathering in the game, you can obviously just have it auto-fight for you. I guess it's more of a statistical thing at that point, and the game determines whether or not your military is suitable for fighting the enemy, and it'll do so. And you still get a victory, and you still gain all your awards, so... You can have the game play itself for you and not have to worry about it. So if you're trying to just farm a lot, then I guess that's what that's for. Otherwise, you can simulate being really, really good at the game. And if you're not playing the game on autopilot, the game does give you little hints and stuff on how to defeat your enemies. Whether or not you may or may not use that, but it does say sometimes like your infantry's not going to penetrate that armor, so obviously don't use them. And you can see that the enemy is like resistant to infantry, things like that, if you mouse over them. But anyway, guys, that's really all I've got to say about General War Memories. Pretty basic, but strangely entertaining and fun for those of you who like this kind of game. I can see this as being a great time killer as the game gathers resources all the time, even when you're offline. But, you can play it like while you're at the office or in class. I don't suggest that, but you can. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you're interested in the game and you want to learn more information, you can always check out the game profile at MMOHut.com. Until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.